Hello and welcome back for the finale of Strange Horticulture. I'm really excited to find out what happens. We're on day 14 currently, and I believe we have 2 days left. So let's jump right in and get started. Day 14, Thursday. Ooh, and it's raining again. I'm happy about that. Hi, hellebore. Okay, so our card today is 8 miles to the east, and it has this little symbol on it. But I believe that this coin right here is going to help us out. Hold on, give me 1 minute. Okay, so we know that this symbol is Gosforth, and then we need to go 8 miles to the east. So let's see where that puts us. Gosforth is here, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I have east correct this time, right? Yeah. Gazing at the still water of the lake, its black waters draw me into a reflective trance. Here and there, flowers that I don't recognize grow along the bank. We've got 2 new ones. Okay, so I guess we've used this coin now. I guess that's what it was for, unless that symbol's gonna come back. So let's see what customers we got. Thora Dunn. Well, he went and ate those bloody mushrooms. And of course now he's sick. Is there anything we can do? He's in a bad way and I'm worried about him. Okay, so I believe he ate these, which I determined were farmer's worry, I believe, because they were spongy. Farmer's worry. Yeah, spongy mushrooms with potent abilities, only safe to consume in small quantities, grants great strength for short periods at the expense of severe fatigue once the effect is worn off. But we have this sheet here. Often fatal, an antidote can be made using royal gentia. So I believe that's what we need to give her. And I don't think that we can make the antidote because I have to put 3 things into my thingy here. So I don't think I can make the antidote. I think I just give it to her. So let's see where royal gentia is. Oh, there it is. Try that. I know, I already had it identified. Liverstone. Mushroom with pointed caps. I feel like that doesn't really narrow it down. Ooh, dear. I've been back to Black Coombe. I have fought the servant and lived, but still my adversary stands. It must be defeated. For my part, I'm ashamed to say that I am done. And my soul could use the tonic of St. Quentin's elixir if I'm ever to recover from the horror that I have seen. I don't remember what that does. Will enable any drinker to overcome their sense of fear. Okay. Well, I did make one of those. So, here you go. Oh good, I don't have to make another one. I was a little worried about that, because I don't remember exactly what I put in it. That was yesterday, I can't be expected to remember. There is a hateful man I sometimes see around town. He's called Isidore Burbage. Yesterday I saw him bending down as though to pet a stray dog, but instead he punched it as hard as he could. I rushed over and the coward fled. Someday he'll get his comeuppance. Yeah, he's really a terrible person. Sadgil Chalice. Okay. So where is Sadgil? Also, who is sending me these notes? Someone has the other one of these, and I don't know who it is. So there's Sadgil. And Chalice puts us right there on Sprint. The Chalice clue takes me directly south of Sadgil to a spot next to the river. Moss-covered rocks line the banks, velvet to the touch. In the moist conditions, a deadly-looking plant grows abundantly in the lush grass. Ooh. It's like a Venus flytrap. Okay. Who's next? Verona tells me you're working on gathering the plants for a ritual that will help us defeat this creature. I want to help in any way I can. From what Verona told me, I think this might be one of the plants needed to perform the ritual, but I'm afraid I do not know where it can be found. Oh, okay, the binder, ankle grabber, and never let go are several of the names given to this plant that may give some clue to its properties. Once ensnared, it's impossible to extricate oneself without help. It has small, heart-shaped leaves. So that's number 2. I've been making a list over here. So number 1 is Devil's Nightcap. Number 2 is Swift Snare. I don't know what 3 is, and I think 4 is Long Veracund. So maybe we don't have the other ones yet. Molly Bell. My daughter is getting married, and I want to decorate the church with nice flowers. I believe there's a plant with small blue cup-like flowers that is supposed to bless their union. Yeah, I believe we already found that one, because I think her cousin came in and was like, I need to gather some of this, but my cousin is not worth the time to go do it myself. Where was that? I think it was near the end. Yeah, Trimblehuff. Blue cup-like. Yeah, it's that one. Enos Aylford. I can't help noticing that Dreher Huntsman is still alive. You don't seem to understand the importance of our work here. If you are not with us, then you are against us. When the redemption comes, and it will come, you will regret your actions. Praise the Dendru. So I had a couple choices with these guys. I decided to join them, which may have been an issue. They told me to kill the guy who got hurt. Before he got hurt. They wanted me to kill him, and I chose not to. So that's why he's mad at me. He's just gonna vanish into the background. Is there anything else I can do? I don't think so. Let's see real quick. 3rd is the Fearbringer. Let's see if I have anything that causes fear. Lock opening. Yeah, I don't know which one this is. I just know that that is one. I agree, he can get over it, but I have a feeling that they're gonna try something with me. fear bringer. This book is so full now. Well, this one causes fear, but I don't think that's what they mean. People are afraid of it, but I don't think it causes fear. Can utterly drain a person's mental faculties. I mean, that could be considered fearful. Prevent the mind from wandering. Uncover which is hidden. Bring good fortune. Memory recovery. Nearly poisonous, resulting in insanity. Oh, Blackbird's reverse. That's gotta be the one that is the antidote for the Dendru. Fingers Bane. Said to induce fear. Okay, here it is. And then, sorry to do this again, but I'm going to go back to the beginning. There was one that was a antidote for Dendru, or maybe I have it over here. No. Oh, it was near the beginning. Here it is. The petals of this flower can be brewed to create an antidote. So yeah, Elder Phidium. Alright, I think I have all 5 identified. I don't think I have them labeled, but I think I know what they are. So that's a good start. Behind the woman, a dark, skeletal figure began to rise, and a low, primal snarl sounded through the clearing. The shepherd turned and ran, cold fear coursing through his veins. He did not run for long. Day 15, Friday. Okay, so decay gives way to new growth from death, life. The cycle starts again west of White Scar by the river. West of White Scar. Is that a mountain? There's Whitbarrow, White Scar, west by the river. So that's got to be here, right under Loon. The sun-bleached skull fixes me with its black-eyed gaze. A reminder. From the chest of the skeleton, a plant grows. Nice, nice. Okay. Good morning, Hellenboer. I've lived in Undermere all my life, and I've never seen the people as worried as they are now. Everyone's talking about the sisterhood and the servant. Somebody needs to do something to stop that beast. I mean, I'm doing my best. I was speaking to a woman from Arnside who told me of a cave nearby that the locals stay away from. Apparently, there's a strange plant that grows there, but the cave is believed to be haunted. Unfortunately, she was vague about where the cave was. Somewhere to the east was all she would say when I pressed her. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Somewhere to the east. I mean, Arnside's down here, so it's probably White Scar Cave. That's the only cave down there. And I was literally, like, just there. A thin crack runs down the rock face, widening as it nears the ground. Just wide enough for a man to slip through, but there's a problem. A large boulder blocks the entrance, too heavy to move. I don't know where I got to from. Farmers worry, oh no. I don't know why I need to poison myself for that. I'm surprised at how easily I'm able to roll away the boulder with the help of the farmer's worry. As my eyes adjust to the darkness, I discover several clusters of fungi growing there, reaching out desperately to the thin strip of light provided by the crack. Okay. Cool. I hope I'm going to antidote myself then, since that's not good for you. Alright, we're gonna archive that. Pet the kitty. Alden Gregory. My wife of 30 years is dying. That is the truth of it, as painful as it is to say out loud. The doctors say there's nothing they can do, but I cannot sit by and wait for it to happen. A man at the hospice let slip about a plant-based elixir. I don't think he meant for me to hear it, but I did, and it's all I can think about. I understand the risks, but any price is worth paying if it means she doesn't have to die. Please, I'm begging you. Ooh, I don't remember what this does. Oh yeah, bring a person back from the brink of death at the expense of their soul. I don't think she wants this. I don't think this is gonna go well. I wish I could turn them down, but I don't think I can. Althea O'Shea. What a delightful shop you have. I'm only in town for a brief visit, but I heard I might be able to get hold of some liver stone here. Is that like a kidney stone? I hope not. Okay. Caution is advised when handling this plant due to the strong paralyzing agents contained within. It's a mushroom with pointed caps. Strange, my fingertips feel slightly numbed. Okay, I'm guessing that's it since it causes paralysis. Yeah. Why do you want this? Why do you want that? It's a very odd thing to buy. I can't control it anymore. This has all gone too far. I never meant for it to turn on my sisters. It's too strong. I'm trying to hold it back, but it wants to kill. That's all it wants. Death, death, and more death. You have to help me. Okay, I have a choice. I'm assuming this is the person who summoned it, because she's got the jade mask. So I can give her Dead Man's Fingers, which strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. Or I can give her Widow's Woe, which induces fear, also called Kempfoot, partially due to its unpleasant scent. Why would I give that? Why do I want to induce fear? I'm gonna give the other one Dead Man's Fingers because she needs to keep holding it back. I am curious. What is this one? Dainty dark flowers grow out from a bed of long thin leaves. Dainty dark flowers. I mean, those are dark flowers. I'm gonna guess that's Widow's Well. But it doesn't matter. I'm giving her Dead Man's Fingers, which is this one. Whoop. Pull yourself together. That's my advice for you. You did this. Now deal with it. Okay. Who's next? Hollis Gibb. There's been talk over the last few nights down the Royal Oak of a servant creature going around slaughtering people. I used to enjoy walking in the hills, but I daren't leave my house now. I've decided to bring nature to me in the meantime. The glow of a few pixie lamps would surely warm my heart. Alright, I'm gonna guess that's this one, since it does indeed glow. The glowhorn, or forest lantern, or pixie lamp is phosphorescent, illuminating the trees that it grows under. Suspicious travelers avoid walking towards it, fearing that the faint lights will lure them to their demise. Oh, these days are going by really fast. And I still have so many plants I have not identified. Alright, well, end the day. She finally had the power she had craved all those years, a servant to do as she willed, but that power came at a cost. The servant was awoken, and it would not be contained. It was the Dendru, the dead, the dread. It was death. Day 16, Saturday. The dead dread, yeah. To the east of the castle, across the river and through the mountain pass, it grows at the edge of the wood. To the east of the castle. Which castle? Well, maybe there's only one. There's this one, which is Muncaster. And that is across the river. Let's see if we have any other castles. There's this one. Also across the river, through the mountains. Yeah, I think it's probably this one. Let's try that. The trees sway effortlessly in the cool breeze. The low hum of I cannot read today. The low hum of crickets chirping rides the wind. A sense of calm washes over me, and I'm rewarded with a new find. I don't need more plants. Ooh, I think that's the snare one though. Swift snare, is that what it's called? Small heart-shaped leaves. Where'd it go? It moves fast. Yeah, I'm gonna label that one. I'm not gonna put it with the others, but I'm gonna call it Swift Snare just in case. I'm gonna put it up here because I think it's one of those 5. Obligatory kitty scratches. Alright, here we go. Verona Green. It is time. The servant is on the move again. Time to act. Meet me at the ritual site. I hope for all our sakes that you've been able to track down all the plants we need. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna do some work here first. I need to label all the ones that I don't have. So this is a Aguria. I'm gonna label it with purple. This pumpkin is gonna be the dividing line. To the ones that I know for certain, to the ones that I don't know for certain. Alright, so Aguria's done. Carnivorous Tauren, known in the north as Andrew's Bane, after the unfortunate demise of a man called Andrew Jardine, he was caught and slowly eaten alive by a species of the Tauren. Lovely. Revered in the occult world, a cross-section of the stem reveals pentagonal symmetry. I mean, I would assume it's this one. I don't know that that's pentagonal, but that looks pretty freaking carnivorous to me, so we're gonna label that one as Carnivorous Tauren. Okay, what's next? Devil's Nightcap. This is one that I do need. It has a light, pleasant scent, not dissimilar to pine needles. I think I did find... I don't know that one. Oh, it could be this one. No, I know what that one is. It's not that one. Soft aroma that reminds me of a pine forest. Okay, Devil's Nightcap. It's that one. I'm gonna label it in red because it's nasty. Devil's Nightcap. Okay. Elderfinium I do need, but I already have that one labeled. Evelum. The scent it produces is considered overpowering by some, but it's said to stimulate the senses and rejuvenate aching bones. It has short, pretty leaves. Short, pretty leaves, but also it stanks. That looks right. Evelum. I'm just guessing at this point. I'm trying to narrow it down. Haverage. Pretty blue flowers line the stems of this sought-after plant. It's said that if you give it to your beloved under the light of a full moon, you will both live long, blessed lives. That's the only one I have that matches the idea of the pretty blue flowers on the stem, so we're going to go with that. But apparently it also stanks. Lesser Meridoc. The round flower head. Oh, I know. I thought I labeled this one. Yes, I did. Lesser Meridoc is labeled. That's the one they gave me to poison that guy. This is the Truthsayer one. Yeah. Or Leo of Neptune. Okay. Meek Dew. The beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets make this sought-after decorative plant. Though it's difficult to care for, it may be pleasant looking, but touching the leaves will result in painful sores. I am not sure on that one. I thought I already labeled Meek Dew, though. I thought maybe it was one that I labeled but didn't ever use for some reason. Since some of these you can choose whether you use them or not. Beautiful flowers made of smaller florets. I don't have anything that looks like that. We're gonna keep going. Pennybell. The leaves of pennybell are chewed for their hallucinogenic properties. It's highly addictive. Can lead to sickness and death. That looks like it, potentially. Priddle, coveted by the rich. Pretty priddle is crushed to make dyes. It's a very rare plant. It's hard to come by and requires great care. That looks like this. But it could also be that. Does not narrow it down. Sour bandy. Can help with memory recovery. The name of this plant derives from the fact that although edible, the large stamen is extremely bitter. Oh, that's probably this. I don't know if I need to label all these, but I'm doing it anyway. Spring wax cap, an edible mushroom with mild medicinal properties. Guessing that's this one. When dried and eaten, it helps to relieve pain. It says it's waxy, so we're gonna label that. Storian, dark red fruits should not be ingested. Under any circumstances, they're highly poisonous, resulting in insanity and death. Cross-section of the stems shows distinctive triple xylem and phloem of the Storian. I definitely know what that means. Well, that's the only one I have with red fruit, so that must be Storian. Swift snare I labeled, pronounced tomb. Oh, if you know, you know. This flower is sometimes associated with death. Tomb is used as a fragrance in soaps and candles. I think this one smells good, and that looks right. Tomb. Twilight Lepiota. In the twilight, these where shadows grow, take leaf and root and eye of crow, a plant of gloom and despair and dark magic. Do not be fooled by the pretty flower. The smell it gives off is quite foul. Yes, that must be this one then. Twilight Lepiota? Question mark? Widow's woe, said to induce fear, also called kempfoot. Partly due to its unpleasant scent, dainty, dark flowers grow out of a bed of long, thin leaves. So that one says that, but it doesn't stink. A somewhat damp smell, dark red flowers. Man, that's the only one I have that matches that. Somewhat damp smell. Does that smell like feet? Delicate flowers. Alright, we're gonna go with that one until I know otherwise. That's it. Elderfinium and Long Veracund, I think I have already. Is there anybody else? Oh, she's gonna yell at me again. She's gonna say, get a move on. Elderfinium I've already found. and long barricade I've already found. Okay, I think I have everything. Okay, and I have to remember where the heck... Yeah, it's right there. A small stone shrine sits off to one side of the clearing. 5 grooves run out from the center of the stone, widening into recesses at the base. 5 slots for 5 plants. Oh, here we go. Alright, first is the corpse's friend. A reminder. So that is Devil's Nightcap, which I believe is this one. No, this one. Then comes Ankle Grabber, the Binder, which is Swift Snare. Third is the Fear Bringer, which is Widow's Woe. Fourth, to lift a curse, is Long Varicund. Small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. Ooh, I really like this music. Oh, I have so many labels. Lemon Dandy. There it is. And then last is Elder Finium, also called Solomon's Scepter. I don't know why I labeled it as Solomon's Scepter. Oh no, it's not. It's not that one. My bad. That would have been bad. Similar, it'll just work to sub that in, right? There it is. Okay, moment of truth. Did I do the puzzle correctly? Let's find out. Yay! Well done. I will take it from here. I stand back and watch as Verona walks around the shrine, muttering soft incantations. It feels like a long time passes before she looks up, but in reality it was perhaps only 10 minutes. Nothing's happening. What do you mean nothing's happening? Have we got the right plants? I think so. Perhaps we just need to be patient. A loud noise behind us makes us all jump. Turning round, I see something that makes my blood run cold. The woman in the jade mask is walking calmly and slowly toward us from the other side of the clearing. Behind her, standing tall and terrifying, is the black silhouette of the servant. That is pretty creepy. What was that about being patient? I think we're out of time. Do not be afraid. I'm here to surrender willingly. The servant cannot be allowed to... Ah! Yeah, that art is super cool. The creature lunges forward and brings a huge arm scything towards her. Her scream pierces the cold air and she drops to her knees, clutching her head. But the blow seems to glance off to one side as it comes hurtling down, and the beast's claws end up embedded in the dirt instead of the woman's back. I can't hold it back much longer. You need this. She throws a small vial of red liquid, which Reuben deftly catches and holds up to the light. Blood. Quickly, I know what to do. Verona grabs the vial and fumbles to get the stopper out as she turns back to the shrine. The servant has its huge arm free again and is slowly advancing with strange, jerking movements. Verona pours the blood into a small cavity in the shrine, and everything seems to happen at once. A pillar of bright white light launches out of the shrine towards the servant and hits it in the chest. The huge beast shrieks and staggers backwards, drowning out the screams of the woman in the jade mask, who is clutching her head and writhing in agony on the ground. There is an almighty thunderclap and a blinding flash of light, and suddenly the servant is gone. A patch of charred ground smolders where it stood just moments before. My head is spinning at what's just happened. Did it work? Have we defeated the servant? Friday. With the dust settled and the servant vanquished, I've been able to reflect on the events of the last few weeks. We were fortunate that Thea was able to stay in control of the beast for as long as she did. Who can say what would have happened if she was unable to prevent it causing the destruction it craved? Undermere has never felt so jubilant, so full of life. All the nervous tension that had built up evaporated in an instant, and the people have plowed their energies into celebration and merriment. They don't know the whole truth, of course, that Thea, the woman in the jade mask, was the one who summoned the servant. I promised Reuben that I would leave it to him to unravel that mess. She is his daughter, after all. And as for myself, well, I'm back in the calm of strange horticulture, and of course with Hellebore for company. It's quieter around here, but I'm content, and there are always more plants to learn about and discover. The Sleeping Dendru. It is done. The servant can go back to being a dark story for dusty shelves. So I got ending 2. I don't know what that means, other than there are other endings. So that would be interesting to explore. Alive. So Reuben Ward is alive and attempting to reconnect with his daughter. Verona Green is alive and we're friends. Enos Aylford, the cultist, is in hiding, and there are rumors he's living in a cave. Good. Forrest Vare is wounded. Both his body and pride have been damaged, but he's alive. Bethany Coleman was killed. Faye Swift is alive, but she's not dreamed of the servant since I performed the ritual. Thea Ward, ashamed of her actions that caused so much pain and death, it's unlikely she will ever fully recover from the trauma. And Isidore, unfortunately, is also alive and apparently suing me. Yeah, I do like it enough to play again. I really enjoyed it. I'm actually gonna put this one on my tier list. I took a break from that because I didn't feel like the other ones really were a fair comparison, but I am gonna put this one on the tier list. I did enjoy it, and I think it'd be interesting to see the other endings. I don't really know what choices. Now that I've gotten to the ending, I might look up what some of the choices are that affect it, because I know there's things like with Isidore, you can decide whether or not you give him a few things. Obviously, you can decide whether you kill some of these people. Yeah, I'm interested to know how many endings there are. And here's the credits, a game by Rob and John. Thanks, Rob and John. You did good. I am gonna hop over to the tier list, though. Oh. Actually, I'm not. What? There's more. Have you ever heard of the Monastery of the Black Veil? I think it would interest you. I learned of it from a man from Ravenglass. If you're ever in that part of the world, you should ask him about it. He owns the Horseshoe Inn on Main Street. The Monastery of the Black Veil. Ravenglass. Is that a place? I don't remember reading that name before. Oh, there it is. I'm met by a man with a thick black beard and kind eyes who's delighted to have found a willing ear to listen to his stories. You won't find the monastery of the Black Veil marked on any map. They don't want to be found. The monastery was on the edge of a wood. I remember that much. We must have been heading west because I could feel the sun on my face and it was evening. We crossed 2 rivers. Then we followed a river for a while. I could hear it on my left as we traveled. They left me here in Ravenglass, and I've stayed ever since. As I turned to leave, he adds, "Here, if you're serious about going, you'd better have this." I think this is like an extra level. Because I think you can keep going to identify all the plants. And I'm guessing there's just... yeah, some extra stuff you can find. So, I'm gonna play around with this, and then I'll go over to the tier list. Alright, so I need to do Leaf of the Storian, which I did label. Dark Flower of the Tomb, I did label that one. Stench of the Twilight. Did I get these right? I did! Okay, so we're gonna stick this over here. I don't know where those went. Oh no. Where did I put them? Whatever, I guess it doesn't matter. As long as they're not on this side. They're not. Okay. So we're gonna archive that and archive that. You won't find the monastery marked on any map. It was on the edge of a wood. We must have been heading west because I could feel the sun on my face and it was evening. So we were heading west. We crossed 2 rivers, then we followed a river for a while. On the edge of a wood. Okay, well let's just start crossing rivers going westward. So if we cross these, then there's not a 3rd river to follow. Across these, again, there's not a 3rd river to follow. Unless you count that. But that doesn't, I don't think that works. Across 2 rivers, no river to follow. Cross... Cross this river and this river. I guess you could follow that one to here. Let's try that. Why did I come here? I certainly don't know. Heading west, we crossed 2 rivers, then followed a river. No. Come back. Oh, I guess it could be up there. Next to Dungeon Guile. Gil. What was the one that I just said? Oh, up there. Sure enough, I find a plant here that I've never seen before. But that's not what I was looking for. Okay. Followed a river and it was on the left, so if if we're following the river, it'd have to be on the inner side. Just one. So it's not that one, it's not that one. 1, 2. There's no wood though. I turned off the puzzle part of my brain because I thought it was done. Okay, we were heading west, crossed 2 rivers, then followed a river. So heading west, 1, not a lake. I mean, you could kind of cross that and then cross that and then follow that, but I don't think that's it. 1, 2, hit a lake. 1, 2, no wood. 1, 2, hit a lake. So you could cross this river and this river. I did that one. That didn't work. 1, 2. It's not really, would you call that a wood? 1, 2, the letter's in the way. 1, 2, follow this up, but there's no wood there. Unless it's there. Didn't want to be found. It was on the edge of a wood. It's heading west. Crossed 2 rivers. Followed a river for a while on the left. I mean, you could follow that, but then there's no wood. Unless you cross the river, and then it goes up. Could be anywhere in here. Yeah, you could cross this river and this river. Follow this one up and it could be there, I suppose. It would help if I knew where the heck he was starting from. I guess that would make it too easy, wouldn't it? Let's try. So we cross 1, 2, follow this one up. Really didn't like that. No, stop it. Oh, goodness. I mean, we've already been to this square, so that one doesn't work. That one didn't work. Here you can cross 1 river, 2 river. That takes you up here, but I tried that one already and it didn't work. 1 river, 2 river, lake. 1 river, 2 river, lake. 1 river, 2 river. Nope. 1, 2, 3. That just takes you up there. 2, 3 takes you up there. I mean, I suppose. I don't think that's it. 1, 2, no. 1, 2, no. Uh-huh. 3 figures, their faces hidden from behind black coverings, come out to meet me. The figure on the left speaks first. The monks of the Black Veil know of the horticulturist. Then the one in the center of the group adds, they will share their knowledge if they receive the payment. The final member of the trio stays silent. The third member of the trio accepts the elixir, and together they disappear into the monastery. Sometime later, they return with a stack of parchment. Oh, boy. I guess that is the rest of my book entries. So do I just keep going with customers? Yep. It's good to see you too, Hellebore. It has been a while. You seem as relaxed as ever, though. Nothing ever phases you, does it? I must admit I've been buried in my books and seem to have missed all the excitement. I hear you and your plants had a part to play, though. I've been collating some information on a selection of plants for a little book I'm putting together. I was hoping you could help me finish identifying all these plants. Let's start with Moonlight Flower Bellanox. I've always loved that one. Okay. Bellanox. Moonlight Flower. Ooh, I think that's dark, mysterious, and beautiful. It's thought to send people mad with obsessive desire, seductively luring them to their death. Like a siren call. I mean, it looks like this one. Just based purely on the illustration. Okay, we'll put that one over there. Spring wax cap. I labeled that one. Haverage. Some romantic soul once gave me a stem of Haverage. I think I offended the poor boy when I gagged on the scent. He took it as a bad omen. I labeled that one too. Really saving a lot of time by doing it earlier. I think I'll give Fool's Midnight a miss. Thanks. I don't remember finding that one. Used by some as an aphrodisiac, though the potent sulfuric aroma is enough to put off most. This dark mushroom has a fleshy underbelly, said to have a unique, sharp taste to those brave enough to try it. I'm pretty sure that's this one. Yeah. Come on. Okay, Demel. Don't remember labeling that one either. This unremarkable flower is related to the common thistle. The leaves are occasionally brewed into a tea that's used to calm anxiety. It looks like arugula. Or rocket, as it's called in some places. Lesser Meridoc. I don't know that one. Let's see, I labeled it. Alright, we're flying through this now. Umbrella. Powerful balm against diseases of the heart. It will not be a cure once illness is set in, but it can ease pain and prolong life. It has rounded leaves and flowers that smell of strawberries. Yes. that to 1. Epilogue. I'm pretty sure I labeled that one. Yes. There you go. Penny Bell. Did I label that one? Yes. Birdum. Thick birdum leaves make a tasty addition to soups and stews. Superstitious folk won't allow it into their homes as it's believed to bring bad luck. Oh, that looks like birdum. Poliscus. It's crushed into a paste to cure coughs and sore throats. The author can attest that the supposed cure does not work. I'm gonna go with that one based on the picture. Alright, Poliscus. Alright, we got 6 more. Lyle of Neptune. I did label that one. Aguria, I labeled that one too. I mean, this is a cool mechanic to let you finish everything out, because you are left with a bunch at the end that you just haven't used throughout the game. Meekdew. I don't think I could find this one before. It must be this one. Yep. It's the only one that worked. Carnivorous Tauren. Oops. Priddle. Oh, that was that one. It was the one that they used for dyes. I remember reading that. Pretty Priddle. And that only leaves 1. Well, that seems to be all of them. Oh, I must have just not labeled that one. Oh no. You know, I think you've earned the right to call yourself an experienced horticulturist. Bye. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much an expert now. Pretty much an expert. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to the tier list. That's a fun after level. I do like the completionist aspect of it. So these are the games that I've played so far. There are a few. I didn't put all of the horror games on here because I felt like some of them weren't a fair comparison. So I didn't put like Kiosk on here because it's just a very different game than these other like puzzle adventure games. But I am gonna put Strange Horticulture on there. So far, Rusty Lake Hotel is on there with a B, ABC Murders is on there with a C, and The First Cases is kind of in the middle. And this is based purely on my own enjoyment and my own opinions on the game. It does not have any reflection on the game's quality. So for Strange Horticulture, I really enjoyed this one. There's one thing about it that's going to keep me from putting it in S tier, but I'm going to put it halfway between A and S, because I definitely would play it again. And I really enjoyed the mechanic, like just the organizing aspect of it and the plants and the artwork. Yes, A plus tier. The one thing which isn't necessarily going to be a drawback for some people, like the entire game is told second hand. You have a little bit of involvement at the end, but as far as the action, you're never really participating in it directly, which is a cool mechanic. But when you get to like the climax of the game, it does kind of erode the intensity just a little bit, where like you're not actively participating in things, it's a secondhand experience. That's just the way the game is written. So that would be my one like drawback. I'd like to be a little more involved in the action, because like when we got to the end and they were talking about Thea, I did not remember who Thea was. That Thea was a character that had been mentioned before. So it's just easy when you're having information related to you that way to forget what's going on or forget who people are. But I really enjoyed it, and I do want to play it again. I'm interested in the endings, especially if there's like a bad ending you can get. I'd be curious to see what that is. So maybe I'll play it again at some point. But that is my opinion of Strange Horticulture. I really enjoyed it. I'm excited to check out Strange Antiquities that just recently came out. So I'll be playing that at some point. I think it's a fun world, and it's just, I like the mechanics. I like the labeling things and organizing, and that's just fun to me. I think I'm gonna end here for today. I'm on kind of a tight schedule, so I don't want to start Franbo and then have to drop out before we finish the chapter. So I'm going to call it here. I'm glad we got all the way through Strange Horticulture. I'm not going to be back on Wednesday. I've kind of a busy week. So the next time I'll be back is probably Sunday if I don't fit an extra one in before them. But thanks for hanging out. I hope you had a good time, and I will see you at the next stream. Bye.